What up, bitches? It's a misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant/review. Today I want to talk about my man Bryson Gray and what I believe is his debut album titled MAGA Ain't Got No Color. I know it just by off the title, some of y'all gonna be turned off, but you should know that this album is somewhat special to me, considering, for those that don't know, I feel like I repeat this in every other video, I'm a center-right leaning type of guy when it comes to political spectrum. I'm more conservative nowadays than anything. Used to consider myself a liberal growing up, and I would say up until like 2000, maybe 14, 15, I started, watching certain videos and expanding my mind. But definitely with the 2016 election, I knew I couldn't identify with being a liberal no more. But y'all know I've talked about that several times on my channel. But the whole thing with me is that I'm also a diehard hip-hop head, and a lot of y'all know this. Some of you follow me strictly for that. I know some of you follow me for the more my rants on social and political topics and stuff. But I just want to combine the two on this channel, which leads me to my man Bryson Gray. This dude, he goes under the rap moniker Sirius. Also, I follow him on Twitter. Dope dude. Some of you may have heard of this dude. He created a thing called the MAGA challenge, where he put he put a beat out there, and it was geared towards people who are Trump supporters, and for them to drop a verse over the beat. Excuse me. And I was actually gonna do this, but I felt like, number one, the beat was a little bit too light for me. Y'all know that I like more dark, like lo-fi rap, and I didn't want to tarnish it too much by cursing a lot. Y'all know me, I got a foul mouth. But anyway, he's got some notoriety. I read somewhere that I don't know, I don't think it was for this album that he dropped, but I know he opened up for it. I read that he opened up for 2 Chainz and 50 Cent. He got some notoriety because that punk ass Jimmy Kimmel went and started showing people rapping in support of Donald Trump, and because Donald Trump said he was gonna have like the MAGA challenge guys at the White House, the winner would perform. He wanted to have a contest and the winner would perform at the White House, but Jimmy Kimmel kind of edited it up, he chopped it up, and then put up just like a bunch of white people that entered. He didn't show the black people that were involved with the MAGA challenge or the Latino people, because it would have broke the narrative that black people don't support Donald Trump. But anyway, I'm getting off into a tangent. This dude, Bryson Gray, finally released his album, MAGA Ain't Got No Color. What can I say? I'm a fan of the album. As far as the production on here, I think that he produced all of it. I want to say that he did, and maybe DC the Capital. Shout out to DC the Capital, because you follow me on Twitter as well. I know you sent me the beat to go in on this shit. And let me talk about some of the features on here. Well, yeah, you got 12 tracks on this bitch. You have features like DVS 7.0. You have DC the Capital, Chandler Crump, Anomaly, and Owen Schroyer from InfoWars. He's on here. You got Mickey Winston and David Films. So you got 12 tracks on this bitch. And all the tracks, you know, the tracks aren't too long. Some of them go a little bit over 3 minutes. Majority of them are like under 2 minute mark. All right. So album altogether is a little bit under half an hour. The topics on here, you can tell right from the titles. Like, it starts off with "You Can Leave." Basically, he's saying if you don't like the laws or whatever, how things are going in the U.S., you can leave. Track 2, 45. Track 3, All American. Track 4, some of y'all might have heard this one, MAGA Boy. You have Pro-Life, Pro-God, Pro-Trump. Save the Babies, Censor Me. Black Not Democrat is a track where he actually has a video for that, and I think it went somewhat viral. I'm not too sure. Someone correct me on that one. He has Keep America Great, Trump Is Your President, MAGA Christmas, and Trump Is Your President remix. So like I said, 12 tracks on here. As for the production's kind of clean, simple yet clean. Nothing too intricate, but it serves his style. His style is pretty much like, you know, he has the newer, what would you call it? He kind of is using, for lack of a better term, excuse me, for lack of a better term, mainstream, like a mainstreamish flow. But he has lyrics that back it up. You really got to pay attention to the lyrics, and I like that on this album. Definitely speaks to me personally. As for the features on here, I like All American with DVS 70 and DC the Capital. On track 5, Pro-Life, Pro-God, Pro-Trump, with Chandler Crump. I feel that Chandler Crump kind of made it too goofy for me. You know what I mean? He kind of really didn't fit. And I'm a fan of Chandler Crump. I know who he is. I'm aware of him. I watch his videos as well, and I follow him. I think I follow him on Twitter as well. But he just didn't fit. But he himself says on the track, "I'm not a rapper. I'm doing this for fun." Track 7, Censor Me, great track. Was talking about the censorship of conservatives. Shout out to my man Anomaly. Love you, my brother. He's a dope rapper. I've been following Anomaly even before all this nonsense in the world. Owen Schroyer is also on the track, and his verse started out pretty good, but then he started to get goofy at the end of the verse. I wish he kept that same energy throughout his verse. It would have been dope, because, you know, I know Owen is a fan of music. I know he's a rock fan, but he was getting down in the beginning of his verse. He was actually flowing. Let's see, Mickey Winston, David Films from the Trump Is Your President remix. He had a great, he threw in some Espanol in there, fucking wild. But yeah, all together, you know what this is. Basically, it's a pushback against a lot of the left-leaning, the far leftist shit that's invading hip-hop, because it is. Yeah, it's good to hear someone on the other side give a little pushback or give another perspective, because you're not gonna hear too many people be this bold. Besides this dude, maybe my other dude G Notes. You have more of a libertarian angle with Killer Mike, but Killer Mike is more of a known name, so he's not gonna he's not going to identify as a conservative, even though he kind of has conservative values. But yeah, decent album. My rating of this shit, I would probably give it a 6.5 to 7. I felt that it could have been just a tad bit better, but it definitely speaks to me. This is a personal album for me, and I really do enjoy it. And Bryson, dude, I was supposed to interview you months ago, my dude. You need to get at me, stop fronting. Let's get this interview done, and let's make history, all right? And if you want a verse on some dirty shit, get at me, bro. But yeah, that's it. Everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe. Follow me on BitChute and Brighteon, and share this video on all platforms. Thumbs it up for me, and that's it. Peace, bitches.